Next, we'll go to Simha Rashi. Let's start with career. Now, overall, career doesn't really look good for the current year. You'll be a victim of harassment and discrimination, and you will actually experience a very negative work environment. And this will affect your morale and productivity. Now, watch out for a bad boss or even a nasty superior in your workplace, because you might end up being a victim of micromanagement where the boss is closely monitoring and controlling every aspect of your work. Be careful. Now, from a finance perspective, there'll be considerable wasteful expenses at this point of time. For example, it could be as simple as dining out at restaurants or ordering takeouts very frequently, and this can add up to become a major expense. Now, perhaps consider cooking at home. A meal cooked at home could be extremely cost effective compared to always going outside. Also, don't make any impulsive purchases, and be mindful of what you want. Prioritize your needs over wants. Look at any unused memberships that you might have. It could be Netflix, Amazon, food ordering things, etc. Just delete those things if you don't require it. Also, don't just go ahead and pursue any costly hobbies, because it will actually result in a significant drain in your finances. Finances is not a good time for you now. Relationships, it will be very mediocre, especially with your spouse. Look at balancing both your work and life. You need to also concentrate and give attention to your family. Spend quality time with your partner. It is extremely important to maintain a strong connection and keep the spark alive with your spouse. Now, for Simha Rashi people who make time for their partner and prioritize the relationship, they're more likely to have a successful marriage than those who don't. When it comes to siblings, the siblings can provide you opportunities for growth and learning, and so make the best use of that. In fact, your siblings will actually be a blessing for you. They can probably teach you new skills. It could be as simple as a kitchen skill, or even share their experiences in terms of how to handle co-workers, how to provide constructive feedback to your bosses, and all those things. So this is a time when you actually go close to your siblings, talk to them about their problems, and get their guidance. From a health perspective, watch out for your stress, and don't unnecessarily take any major medications, wrong medications, and untested health fasting. Simha Rashi kids also should limit their screen time and avoid spending too much of time on electronic devices, because this is going to affect both their physical and mental health. Next, spirituality. Now, this time, a lot of negative emotions and thoughts can actually draw you towards spiritual path. Don't do that. Instead, try solving negative happenings and use this opportunity to truly become spiritual. Don't let negative dictate becoming spiritual, or stay away from that. From a property perspective, it might be a good time for you to scout for a property and look at some sort of an investment. But most importantly, it is very important for you to, stay within your budget and don't overexert yourself financially when purchasing it. Especially, make sure that you understand what you're getting into, and the payments are all something that you can afford. The mantra that I would recommend for you is Rahu Mantram. Ardhakaryam Mahaviryam Chindraditya Vimardinim Simhika Garbhasambhootam Tam Rahum pranamaamyaham. That's the mantra that I recommend for you. Next, we'll go to Kanya Rashi, Virgo. Now, for Kanya Rashi individuals, from a career perspective, I think you will reach a point where you will feel that you no longer are growing or advancing. And this can happen for a variety of reasons. The primary being, I think, lack of challenging work. This can also lead to poor performance and hence lack of achievement in your current position. So moving up in the organization might become very difficult at this point of time. So watch out. From a finance perspective, I think overall it will be moderate. Adopt cost saving measures such as, say, reducing your utility bills or finding alternate things like, for example, if you want to change your car policy, insurance policy, etc., look at a better deal there. Like I said before, I think switching jobs may probably see an increase in your income, but just be mindful of the opportunities that you get. Be cautious. This is actually a good time to spend quality time together with your partner and build a strong bond with them. So relationship will be good. So include activities like, say, date nights, weekend getaways, or even just cooking dinner together at home. Now, Indian cuisine is such diverse and rich in flavor, and cooking traditional meals together can really be fun and rewarding. Kanya Rashi people can also take take your partner for, say, some dance lessons. So it'll be very fun. You can actually learn some traditional forms like, Bharatnatyam, or maybe Western styles like salsa or ballroom dancing. So go ahead, make the best use of this time. From a sibling perspective, it's a good time to bond with each other. Look at playing sports, games together. It could be as simple as tennis, ping pong, badminton, any of these things. Just do that. Or if you are staying in different locations, use the power of internet. Say, try to set up a virtual game night. Play board games, play damcharats on WhatsApp or video call, or even classic board games. Do some fun activities and do it regularly. Perhaps you can even go take a road trip. Use this opportunity to create lasting memories, explore new places, create experiences together, and make your bond stronger with your siblings. Health will be overall good. Just watch out for fatigue or a feeling of lacking of energy, because this is going to be common for Kanya Rashi people at this point of time. Be mindful of the things you do or you don't do. So examples can be, say, lack of sleep, stress levels at work, or medication having side effects. Try yoga. And on that note, from a spiritual path perspective, it's going to be very mediocre. You will actually see a lot of challenges because you will not have the right guidance, you will not have the right support, you will not have the right spiritual teacher or a mentor. And it can be very difficult for you to navigate the complexities of spiritual path. So as I said before, try meditation, try yoga, try practicing this at regular intervals of time. Because as you start practicing this, it will help you become calmer, it will bring in peace, it will reduce the stress levels, it will reduce the anxiety, and it will give you a sense of satisfaction. From a property perspective, this is actually a very good time to pick up property as an investment. And this will help you both in long-term financial gain. When I say this, rental income as well as property appreciation. But don't rush into buying a property. Shop around a bit. And when I say shop around, not just in terms of property, but also ancillary things like look at loan rates, qualified real estate broker, any of the deals that you might probably get, and amenities that are there, and stuff like that. The mantra that I'd recommend for you is the Mercury mantra. Priyangukalikaashyaamam, roopenaapratimam budham, saumyam saumyagunopetam, tam budham pranamaamyaham. Recite this 108 times.